the two teams on Sunday night who are going to lose their playoff spot to the Detroit Lions. That is the Giants and the Commanders. NFC East matchup. Giants are reeling. Commanders, they're playing okay. Commanders at FedEx Field, they are favorited at 4.5. Commanders just had their bye week, but they're also red hot. Giants, like we mentioned before, started off 7-1, hasn't looked so hot since. I'm just going to roll with the hot hand here, but it doesn't matter to me because you know why? These two teams in the playoff hunt, but they have another team riding up their sleeves right now, and that is the Detroit Lions, who we said are going to win this next game.
Right.
Last time they faced, they tied. They tied. And both teams could have won this game many times, but they didn't. These teams might be the most evenly matched teams together. Yes, I like Taylor Heineke more than, Daniel Jones, but
Danielle.
Whatever. I like Saquon more than the running backs on the Commanders. Yeah. I like the weapons on the Commanders more. Yeah. Terry McLaurin, he's pretty good. But, and then the defense. I like the Commanders a little bit more. If I'm going tit for tat, I'm going the Commanders. But you know what I'm really pulling for? I'm rooting for another tie. I really am.
What?
These days, as I get older, as I get wiser, I realize that ties are funny in the NFL. Are they what we want? Not necessarily. But is it funny? Imagine they face twice and they tie twice. Has that ever happened in the NFL history? No. And imagine a tie on Sunday Night Football after they already tied 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Give me a tie in this game.
That's like midnight, too. If they play the whole overtime, it's like you stayed up till midnight to watch them tie, and it's going to be like 17-17.
No.
And then just the coaches walk on the field, and they're like...
It has to be 2020 again.
Yeah.
Imagine it's 2020. There's a bye week in between. They come back. It's also 2020, and it's the same game. It's like they played the same game.
But just flip the script.
But they just changed the date. That's all they did. This is what I want. Because the Giants, if they lose, I think they're out of playoff contention. If the Commanders lose, they're out of playoff contention. But if they tie, then it's like, I think that helps the Lions' chances. I really do. So you know what? Tie, please. Do it for what's funny. This world has turned to shit, and the world is run by memes. Yeah. Please. Tie.
It's funny.
2020.
We deserve it. And then it's just my favorite part about a tie is the players walk on the field. Everyone looks confused. The coach is like, is that bad or is it good? You don't know. And you're just like, you walk off the field and you're just feeling confused. And then
nobody's satisfied with a tie.
Yeah. Ron Rivera's like, Brian Daboll was like confused. It's his first time as a head coach tying. So it's like a tie in the NFL. It just like solidifies the dumbest part of football too. And especially, I don't know if a tie would help the Lions though, just because it'd be another half game. So someone needs to drop a full game for them to have a better chance. But if they tie, it's worth it just for the meme. But I do think the Commanders are going to win just because they played the Giants to a tie in New York. And I think with home field advantage, the Giants are falling apart. And I wouldn't be surprised if they lose the rest of the games. They're a team that could start out really hot, drop the rest of the games going, heading out of the season and then missing the playoffs and then losing that playoff spot to the Detroit Lions. So the Commanders.
Well, if they lose out, the Lions will be 7-7 if they win. The Giants and Commanders would be 7-5-2. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can describe to me what the fuck that means, because I don't know what that means. But I don't know. I'd like to see it rather be Seahawks and Lions than Commanders and Giants. I guess the Commanders are fine here, but I want to see the Lions squeak in the playoffs. Those are my unbiased opinions.